ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
My name is Aman.
That's me, I'm Dom.
So the basic history of the Fateh Divas is that this was the fort of Shah Alam II, the Mughal ruler at that time. So it was like at that time the British came to India and they were like trying to conquer this place. So at that time in Punjab, the northern area of India, the Sikhs were at like peak in terms of their strength and power. So Shah Alam approached them so that he could get the support to fight the British.
Okay.
Yeah. So at that point, when the British came to know that Sikhs are coming to like support Shah Alam, so the British, they felt that we'll not be able to win the Sikhs, so they like moved back.
They leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
So knowing that, Shah Alam said the Sikhs that I don't need you anymore. The Sikhs should also go back. But seeing this fact that it was like around 40,000 Sikhs were coming from Punjab.
Yeah.
It's like when you bring your army, you have certain kind of expenditures, right? So the Sikhs said, Shah Alam, either you pay us the expenditures or we'll attack you. So what Shah Alam did, Shah Alam like Delhi had like 4 to 5 gates. The entire territory of Delhi, New Delhi, had 4 to 5 gates. So he ordered to like close all the gates.
Okay.
Yeah. So what did the Sikhs do? 30,000 Sikhs collected at a place in Delhi which is now known as Tees Hazari.
Okay.
It is in Delhi. Tees Hazari means 30,000.
Okay.
It was like at that place 30,000 Sikhs collected, right? And 10,000 Sikhs were separate. So what they just wanted to like conquer Red Fort, but it was very difficult from the front side. So the builder of the Red Fort met the Sikhs and he told them that if you want to like conquer Red Fort, you should try from the back side because
Is that this side or?
the back side.
Back, okay.
Yeah. It's near ISBT. Yeah. From the back side. So what the Sikhs did, they just like took a block of wood and just rammed the wall and they made a hole, which in Hindi is known as Mori. Mori means a hole because that was the place where the Sikhs made a hole. So that place is now known as Mori Gate.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. From that place the Sikhs entered the Red Fort and it was like whenever there was a like somebody who used to like conquer a fort or something, the first thing that they used to do was to like rape the women because they felt that we have won them. But Sikhs were like high in character. So the leader who was like Jassa Singh Ahluwalia, who was the leader of the Sikhs, at that time he said that no one will touch the women of the Mughals because their women are our women. They are like our mothers and sisters, right? So at that point, Shah Alam hid in like some place here because he knew that he'll not be able to win, right? So what the Sikhs did at this point, this place was known as Diwan-e-Aam. Diwan-e-Aam.
Yeah.
It was a place where the emperor used to like have a discussion with the general public. That was the place like where the emperor used to like sit. Yeah. So at that place the Sikhs came and the leader sat over there and hosted the Sikh flag. You can see that Sikh flag.
Oh yeah.
That was like hosted here.
Up here on the.
Yeah. So it was like a really iconic and a symbolic thing that the Sikhs conquered India in a way because this was like the capital. If you win the capital, you win the entire nation, right? So the main thing in this is like Guru Nanak Dev Ji was our first guru.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So when Guru Nanak Dev Ji came at that point, it was like Babur was the Mughal ruler. Babur was the Mughal ruler. So the scenario at that time was like there was no dharam. Dharam means righteousness. There was no dharam to be seen, and like the poor people were exploited to the end, to the extreme. The poor, and it was like the poor could never ever try to like oppose them because they were so weak. So through the 10 gurus, Sikhs had the 10 gurus. Through the 10 gurus, the gurus tried to change the society because at that point it was like there was a lot of inequality, untouchability. Do you know what untouchability is? Yeah. So that was the main thing in India. And apart from that, the women had like no respect. Women were like said to be the slave of the man.
Okay.
That was the condition of India.
Yeah.
So gurus, like you can see, this is a picture of a Sikh Gurudwara, and in every Gurudwara there are 4 doors.
Yeah.
4 doors, which symbolizes that anybody and everybody can come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Women and men. And,
Women, men, and people from any religion. Then apart from that, gurus have like appointed Sikh women preachers to encourage like women should also preach. In a way, like bringing about the gender equality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, seeing the fact, the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, like trained the Sikhs to have a different appearance. Like you can see that thing that is standing over there.
Yeah.
They have like this kirpans or dagger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. So it was like Guru Nanak Dev Ji educated Sikhs with like bringing them out of like superstitions and all that,
Yeah.
arming them with knowledge. That was giving somebody knowledge, because it was like the Brahmins were the people who were like the scholars.
Yeah.
They never wanted any other person to like get information or knowledge, because if somebody could get the knowledge, he would like know what is right and what is wrong.
Sure.
Do you know like what the slave mentality is? A slave is like physically strong but mentally weak.
Yeah.
So the people were made to be mentally weak. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji educated them, but there was another aspect. How do you arm your physical body with shastra, armor? Yeah, so the sword. So that was the reason. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji said to the Sikhs that in Garib Sikhan ko deho Padshahi, yaad kare hamri gurai. It's like the poor people of India who were downtrodden, who had no power, were powered both physically and educationally,
Mentally, yeah.
yeah, mentally, yeah, so that they could rule this place.
Okay. Big moment when they took
Yeah,
over,
yeah,
So how often do you celebrate this?
Sorry,
How often is this celebration?
it's like every year,
once a year.
yeah,
Just for one day or?
2 days,
2 days.
the 11th and the 12th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what Shah Alam did was the Shah Alam and the Sikhs had a treaty. Do you know what a treaty is?
Yeah.
Like you negotiate basically.
Yeah, agreement.
So there were four treaties. Number 1 treaty was that all the places where the Gurus visited, all the places in Delhi where the Gurus visited, the government should make a memorial or a Gurdwara.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Gurdwara is? It's a Sikh worship place.
Okay.
Yeah. So there 7 Gurdwaras was made under the Mughal rule.
Okay.
It was a treaty. And apart from that, another negotiation was that 37.5% of the total tax would go to the Sikhs. You're getting my point?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I see.
It's like if you have 1 rupee,
Yeah.
it is like 16 annas. Annas is a unit. So out of the 16, 6 annas would go to the Sikhs. That's like 37.5%.
I see, yeah.
Yeah. So these were the negotiations, but the Sikhs negotiated and they left the throne because they were not here to rule. They were just here to like teach them a lesson or to make them know.
So they took over and then they left.
Yeah, they left. Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
yeah, with the negotiations, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
really
that's
interesting.
apart from that, this is our YouTube channel called The Basics of Sikhi.
Yeah.
And we like try to create awareness about Sikhism. So would you like to know about the message of Sikhi? In Crux, it's like we believe that there's one God, one creator who had created all of us, and the main thing is that we should connect with God. It's like maybe you're Hindu, Sikh, Muslim, whatever your religion is.
Yeah.
The point is you should connect. Rather than believing in something, there should be a connection. You should like be able to feel that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
wise.
that's the reason why we like try to change our lives accordingly. That's the reason why in every Gurdwara you'll get free food.
Oh, okay.
It's like we give to the community,
Yeah.
so that we can learn to serve, share, and we sit on the same floor, eat the same food.
Yeah.
It's like I'll sit with a poor guy. It's like in general life you would never ever like associate yourself with the poor or like somebody who's like creepy or something.
I know what you mean, yeah. But
But
you come
but
together and...
yeah, but it's like in Gurdwara, it symbolizes that in front of the God, you all are equal. It's like there's a Shabad in Gurbani. Shabad is like a quote in Gurbani a text which says Sab mein Jyot, Jyot hai so. Jyot means light.
Yeah.
So it's like in everybody there's the same light.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's like there's no point you're seeing all the people they're happy, but if you don't know why are they happy,
Yeah, you have to understand why.
what's the celebration all about?
Yeah, I
but
was standing
now,
here wondering what was-
but yeah,
what it
but
was
it's
for.
like now if you know, it's a different story.
Yeah, definitely. I'll enjoy it even more now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll have a look on the YouTube.
Of course,
Appreciate it.
yeah.
Thanks for
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Also check out our Amritsar Visitor Center project that we are currently fundraising for. Sangat ji, we need your support. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh.